We're watching this live when it happened. Steve Bannon out of jail, served 4 months, contempt of Congress, convicted by a jury, refused to be deposed by the January 6th House committee or turn over documents on alleged efforts to overturn the election in 2020. Then he spoke to reporters, went back and forth in New York on about a bunch of different topics. Misty Marris here on this, is trial attorney. We talked about the politics earlier. On the legal side for Bannon, 4 months, but then I think he has some other legal issues to deal with in the future, quite possibly.
Yes, he certainly does. So there's an upcoming trial in New York currently scheduled for December. And this is for money laundering, defrauding of donors relating to what was a Build the Wall fund. And he's accused of skimming off the top from these donations that came in. Keep in mind, there were two others that were allegedly involved in the scheme. They pled guilty. So they're likely to be cooperating witnesses for the prosecution. Sorry about that, Connell. So we were just talking about some other cases before. So they're likely to be cooperating witnesses. So his trial is now pretty much going to start. I believe the date is December 9th. So that's just around the corner at this point.
How does that compare in seriousness? More seriousness to what he just experienced?
Well, yes, that was a 4-month sentence. This is facing up to 15 years if he is convicted. This is a state court trial, not a federal court trial. So different allegations. But keep in mind, again, whenever you have those co-conspirators, you know there's going to be witnesses that are cooperating. You're going to have testimony that directly relates to his conduct and his role in that alleged scheme. So that trial will be unfolding really, really soon.
One more thing here on, before we let you go, this obviously brings January 6th back into the conversation. There was this immunity filing related to the immunity around that was moved apparently November 7th, now November 21st. So, you know, legal issues that get moved down the line, and I guess we'll hear more about that then. So what do you know?
Oh, well, keep in mind, Connell, this was the response of Trump's team to the immunity filing by Jack Smith. So remember that really, really lengthy document where Jack Smith was saying that various acts of Donald Trump on January 6th fell outside of presidential immunity. So it's arguing what acts are actually going to be a part of the case. So his team has to respond to that. Now, they were scheduled to respond November 7th. Think about that. The votes will probably not even be done being counted at that point. So, of course, they want to punt this down the line. Now, the basis was many of his lawyers reside in Florida. And so Hurricane Milton, obviously devastating to Florida. Not surprised the judge granted it. Not surprised the defense wants to kick the can as far as it can down the road.
November 21. Yeah, you're right. We should know by then who won, right? Thank you, Misty. Always good to talk to you. Misty Marris on all of that.